Keeping a small business website online shouldn't feel like a constant drain on your budget, but back-end technology costs have become a silent monthly leak. Most owners are funneled into the standard managed hosting landscape, where premium vendors charge high rates, often between $35 and $500 a month, just to keep a basic site live. These platforms offer an illusion of scalability, but when a marketing campaign actually works and traffic spikes, you're hit with permanent tier upgrades and unexpected overage fees. If you look under the hood, you'll find these premium platforms are actually just reselling you access to the same standard AWS servers you could rent yourself. Your monthly markup primarily pays for their sales departments and investor dividends rather than the actual server power running your website. Staying with these hosts means you're trading away capital that could grow your business just to avoid the complexity of the cloud. Naturally, you'd want to move directly to AWS to capture those usage-based economics and cut out the middleman, but that move usually requires deep DevOps knowledge. Without it, you're stuck manually configuring security, monitoring the complex infrastructure, and managing updates 24/7. This chart breaks down the three paths for a small business. Looking at the monthly cost row, the price gap between managed vendors and the AWS-based options is immediately clear. The first two columns present a difficult choice. You either maintain an endless budget for a managed host or hire a cloud architect for raw AWS. The third column represents a hybrid approach. By using DevPanel as a free orchestration layer, you keep your direct AWS billing, but lose the manual work. This shifts your position from a renter to an owner, giving you AWS economics without the operational headache. To see which path fits your business, we can map them based on operational effort and cost efficiency. Managed hosting lands in the high effort, low efficiency quadrant. While it seems hands-off, the effort is simply shifted. Because of rigid pricing, you spend time managing vendor restrictions, monitoring traffic caps, negotiating tier jumps, and working around proprietary limitations. Plotting raw AWS Lightsail moves us into high efficiency, but it stays in the high effort zone. For about $7 a month, Lightsail provides predictable compute and SSD storage that handles most small business sites without breaking a sweat. The trade-off is that the maintenance is now entirely yours. You are responsible for every OS update, backup, and security patch. Moving to AWSEC2 increases efficiency further as burstable CPUs handle traffic spikes without crashing. But the manual management remains exactly the same. For a non-technical owner, neither quadrant is ideal. One drains your financial budget while the other drains your time. This chart shows the performance dividing line. Adding an edge CDN creates a 3.1 times speed gap, dropping load times from 478 milliseconds down to 154. That speed comes from AWS CloudFront, caching your assets globally to /server load. At small business traffic volumes, adding this performance layer usually only adds about $1 to $5 to your monthly bill. But configuring global routing and cache rules manually is exactly the kind of task that pushes raw AWS back into the high effort category. Ignoring the setup costs you visitors and conversions, making a CDN mandatory even if it's difficult to set up on your own. An orchestration layer solves this by sitting directly on top of your existing AWS billing account. It automates the complex parts, providing one-click deployments, unlimited staging environments, and DDoS protection that's embedded in the workflow. On our chart, AWS plus DevPanel lands in the ideal quadrant, low operational effort combined with high cost efficiency. The DevPanel Community Edition is free, so your total cost is just the wholesale AWS bill with the software handling the management overhead. This isn't just theoretical. A high-traffic nonprofit recently used this architecture to achieve 90 e-commerce or WooCommerce sites with up to 10,000 visitors should use a burstable EC2 instance and a managed database to handle store transactions safely. High-traffic lead generation sites should move to autoscaling groups, ensuring the site stays online during major traffic spikes without you paying for peak capacity 24/7. Regardless of the traffic volume, every path leads to a single requirement, an orchestration layer to keep the system manageable. Right-sizing your compute instance provides the cost savings, but the orchestration layer is what makes that choice safe for a business without a DevOps hire. If your budget is unlimited and you prefer to never touch your infrastructure, premium managed platforms are a fine choice. If you have an in-house cloud architect, you can handle raw AWS yourself. But for the majority of small businesses needing enterprise reliability on a strict budget, pairing properly sized AWS instances with a free orchestration layer is the most practical path forward.